So let's talk about the other program, Mark. And you have one going on right now. Do you know the name of this program?
Okay, so I know it as the first generation home buyer program. So that's probably not the technical name, but I think that's what most people in the industry are kind of calling it. And then it's geared towards people, and correct me if I'm wrong here, they and their parents can have never owned a home at all.
Negative.
Dang it.
Never owned a home in the United States.
Okay, I was pretty close. But
You
you're
were
right. I
pretty
mean,
close.
that does make a difference, though. That does
You
make a
know,
difference because we have a lot of families that do come over.
especially first generation or second generation folks, right? So it's important. They may have immigrated from an country where they, were very productive individuals and have chosen to retire in the United States, or something along those lines. And so it's owned a home in the United States. So I want to make clear as a lender, we define typically as a lender first time home buyers if you have not owned a home in the last 3 years. So if I bought a home 6 years ago and I owned it for 2 years and then I sold it and I've been renting since, technically as a lender under most loan programs, I'm a first time home buyer because I've owned a home more than 3 years ago. That is not the case under this particular program. So I want to make that differentiation because I know we're talking to agents and lenders as well, potentially. So keep that in mind. So what this really means, Mark, is that the parents, so when I say parents, if we have two buyers, it's both sets of parents. If we have three buyers, it's all three sets of parents. It's one buyer, it's the one set of parent, right? And what we're looking for is that the parents have not owned a home in the United States and the buyers have not owned a home in the United States.